sexual energy. So I feel like there's a desire to make space for people to have transformative experience and for, not to have creepy dudes being creepy.
Right.
And for, other genders to feel more comfortable in the space. And that's a really difficult, I think this is a broader, again, it's like a microcosm of broader social issues of, how much safety can be generated, where is something, where is the line? Because the CI it's really challenging, it's a really challenging, incredibly vulnerable, in so many different ways. It's not safe. Not safe. Inherently. Get physically injured, it can bring up so much, it's such a potent relational projection zone, that, so can we actually make it completely safe? Is trying to set the expectation that it can be a safe place where these things don't exist. Is that reasonable? How to orient around these things. It's tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess building off of that, do you see yourself playing a role in trying to make CI spaces a little safer for folks?
I mean, yeah, by, not being a creepy dude, it's modeling what it, trying at my best to model from people who have been doing it for a long time and folks who are kind of behind me on the path, how to engage in the space in a way that, isn't perpetuating, the creepiness.
Yeah. And have you ever had an experience where you made someone feel unsafe or uncomfortable?
I imagine so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And would you mind, in kind of reflecting on that or kind of thinking a little bit about it, is there any response that you had if those situations were brought to your attention?
I think I would be, I'd be apologetic, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would kind of deeply listen, try to deeply listen to what the other person's experience was and take that into how I, hopefully integrate it and change in some respect. Yeah. But I imagine kind of earlier on, there were probably times that I didn't act in, with full integrity.
Yeah.
Because it's confusing. It's confusing. And it's kind of part of the I feel like it's part of the process of life in general. It's, you make mistakes, you get hurt, you hurt other people, and you try to learn from it so that you don't keep on doing it.
Yeah. Okay. And have you ever felt uncomfortable in a CI space because of your identity, of kind of your masculinity presenting itself in there?
Yeah, I think that there is, when I was kind of beginning to join into the Bay Area community, it's a small community, and it's like, I think they see, and now I can see that, like, younger dude, like another younger dude coming through the mix, and are they gonna figure their shit out or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you feel that.
Yeah.
If you're sensitive, and maybe you're not, and you kind of, but I was like, why isn't this community like readily, why does it feel a little closed?
Yeah.
And now years later, I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of get it. You have to show up over and over and over and over and over again and show who you are, and change. And then I feel like that gets witnessed over time, and you engage more people, and you get seen for who you are as like trying to be a fundamentally good person, sensitive, and then it opens up. But I feel like there's with masculine bodied people, there's a little cautiousness that can sometimes slow down the integration into the community.
And kind of still continuing on this, like, notions of safety and comfortability, do you feel like, or does the CI communities that you're a part of work toward creating safe spaces, or safer, or trying to create a safe space for folks of all backgrounds?
Depends on which one.
Okay.
Yeah. Bay Area, yes. Earth Dance, yes. The more kind of global traveler scene, in India or in that kind of zone, much less so.
Okay.
Much less awareness around that kind of stuff. It's a bit more freewheeling. Yeah.
And so for those communities, so we can focus on the Bay Area. How do you see the community working towards ensuring safety?
The woman who I would say in the Yeah. The